proposed to my now wife, like that place like put me on not like a straight arrow. I definitely was still a little lost when I got home from there, but I had a better idea of what I wanted. I'm like, all right, I want a restaurant. I need to just kind of like maybe stop drinking so much and being a piece of shit. It took me a little bit longer to get that one done, but like I met my now wife like after I got home, and like within like 4 months we were living together. Then I proposed to her like in fucking Spain. I was like, yeah, like this is it. Like I had like my.
Oh, you're all in.
Oh yeah, I was like, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
And I knew like as soon as I came back, I'm like, I need to be, as much as I love working for Andoni and the entire team there, I was like, I need to create for myself, and like I don't want to be the lead singer of a cover band. Like I want to create my own.
That's a
vision.
great way to say it.
Yeah. It's like you want to play your own songs, you want to do your own shit, and you'll never be anything outside of that guy that fucking sings the Eagles at the fucking happy hour.
Don't stop. Fucking song comes on. That's how you know it's time to leave the bar.
Yeah.
That's when I call it.
Exactly.
That's when I'm like, don't play that song too early or I'm leaving.
Yeah. they're like 5 o'clock. They're like, see this motherfucker walking.
Yeah, like, exactly. Get out of here.
But it was. But yeah, that was. I started looking for restaurant spaces, and I didn't really know what I wanted a restaurant to be. But
what is everyone around you telling you after you've had this failure or whatever? You know, when you went to Spain, it's kind of a crazy, thing if you just like put it out on paper.
Yeah, when I put it on, like,
were they like, "What the fuck are you thinking?"
I think everybody thought I needed a little bit more like stability in my life. They're like,
and then once you got the woman,
they
were probably like, okay, well, that's a little stability. Even
that, because I always had a girlfriend, but I don't think anybody ever saw that. Like as soon as we got engaged, they're like, all right, he's in it.
Yeah.
Or like we moved in with each other. We had a dog, and like they're like, okay, this is. Even my parents were like, this is new.
Yeah,
this is different. But yeah, I think everyone thought that I needed like to settle down and do all that, and obviously I didn't. I mean, I was 27 when that restaurant closed, and I'm 35 now. I'll be 36 in a couple weeks, getting up there. But yeah, it took me a while to kind of like find my place and find my voice and figure out what I wanted to do, and even it took a fucking pandemic to push the restaurant to be what I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we opened this restaurant, it was totally different when we first opened. Like it was. I had business partners. I don't have business partners anymore, so I was like, I'm gonna create.
Got you.
I'm gonna fail. If I fail, I'd rather fail doing what I want the restaurant to be, rather than succeed doing something that doesn't make sense.
So you just have to buy them out one by one, sort of thing.
We didn't have like a bad relationship. They had a couple businesses that I was a partner in, and we're like, let's just sell our shares off to each other for like $1, and just like you do you, I do me, and we'll just kind of go from there. So. It was like a beginning of COVID. That was like right before everything went down. Like I'm like fuck, I'm by myself.
All right, hunker in the bunker, baby. Let's go.
Fucking world's collapsing, so let's do it. But yeah, it was like the greatest thing that came out of that fucking. I mean, we're obviously still dealing with a lot of it.
Yeah,
it gave me a little more insight to what I wanted this place to be, and I don't know, just kind of. I feel like thinking about, because I don't talk about like where I came from that much, and like looking back, I was like, man, that was like a lot of shit. And it's not like the glorified shit. Like I lived in the fucking, like I'm from Basque Country, or I like lived that I had like this crazy history of like cooking. It was like just kind of like rough and tumble. Kind of fell into it and just like really liked it. But yeah, it's been a fucking kind of a weird, wild ride to get to this point.
Yeah.
I mean,
do you have like since the beginning to now, is it all new staff?
I mean,
or do you have some?
Our longest running staff member, she had been here for almost. She was like a couple days shy of like the 3 anniversary, but she was here from the very beginning.
Okay.
Kitchen, everyone. I mean, Ben, my sous chef's been here for 2 years.
Yeah.
Jason just moved back. He was here for a little bit. He just moved back from Paris. He's been here for a couple months.
What does Jason do?
He's helping me. He's going to be the head chef of the other restaurant I'm opening up. So I'm opening up a...
Oh, no way. Okay, plug right here. Let's go.
Yeah.
Didn't know about this.
Oh, yeah.
What do we got?
So through the pandemic, obviously realizing what Reverie should be, it was also like the greatest incubator space ever.
Yes.
We're like, fuck it, let's do whatever. It wasn't about chasing stars or accolades at all. It's never been our thing, but last year was like, let's keep the fucking doors open.
Yeah. I saw that. You were doing a lot of cool shit.
Oh, yeah, we did. Yeah. We did a lot of cool shit. Of like one-off shit.
Different stuff, too.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, we did pizza for like 2 months, which was like insane. Like, we needed to do 300 a day to make any money. We only did like 70. We just didn't have it. Like, we had like a tabletop.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
baby. But we did everything we can, and then I was like, we started. I think a lot of people saw that like that resilience, or like, yeah, dude, he'll do whatever it takes to keep his restaurant going, and like I wanted to make sure the staff had a place to come home to, and we decided that this restaurant needed to be like this, but I still have like that, that creative urge to do something a little bit more, I guess, easier to digest. Like, so we're opening a restaurant downtown called Bar Spero.
Okay.
Inspired by my time in the Basque Country, not Spanish leaning culinary wise, but like a lot of the open hearth cooking, a lot of seafood, like the shit that just like shit that I like. I mean,
dope.
We're like 95% seafood at this restaurant. We have like a duck course, from New York. We have Shenandoah lamb, and everything else is seafood from Maine. We got gooey duck in because they couldn't get the clams.
I saw them the other day. They look sexy.
Oh
though.
Yeah, they were nice.
They're a little daunting when you get them because you're like, what the fuck?
Everyone laughs at me when I clean them, but
because you use 2 hands.
I do. I'm ambidextrous, so I can
Chef.
But
that's dirty, chef.
I got kids.
They're gonna hear this fucking 10 years from now and be like,
no, they can find some worse things online.
No, they're going to fucking play this at their school thing, just to like, this is my dad.
Daddy.
Yeah, he couldn't make it to career day because he's opening up his 4th restaurant. But here's
kids are expensive. So
right.
So it's gonna it'll be lunch and dinner.
Yeah,
but 7 days a week, just so we can keep this 5 days dinner only, and split some of the cost, so we can try to like. One of our biggest goals is like pay our investors back and just like keep pushing this forward. But yeah, so that'll open early next year. Like, we're in construction right now. I mean, the world's just a weird place with supply chain and all that shit. But yeah, so opening up Bar Spero, and then I'm also a partner in a beer hall out in Virginia with a couple. There's a brewery called Aslan, and they do a really amazing beer. ASLIN.
Okay.
And then this guy Scott Parker and his team, who they own a bunch of like restaurants and bars, kind of collab to they're opening it's called Nighthawk. And they asked if I would do the food there. Like, it's gonna be like Chicago tavern style pizza, like all the food that we love to eat. That's like kind of trashy but classy.
Yeah. Trashy but classy.
That's kind of Johnny Spero. Like, I look nice because I'm wearing a Billy Reed shirt right now.
Yeah. I thought that was Rag and Bone.
I do have a Rag and Bone shirt.
I'm like, you're really doing it for me right now.
I wanted to. I mean, I know it's on.
Hot boy.
I know it's a microphone, but I wanted to make sure that I was visually appealing.
Stunning.
For you today. Yeah.
You wanted to keep my attention.
Yeah, I see you looking at me. But no, I had to do a Zoom call. I was like, I'm gonna look nice for this. I'm like, I got a podcast too. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna wear a chef coat.
Today's a day. They want to know about me.
Yeah.
The world wants to know.
Yeah. Like, what's my style? It's this. But
fuck yeah. What time are you open?
Our service starts at 6.
Okay.
So you're good. We do family meal at 4. Yeah. They get set up. And then,
that's a great way to do it. Open at 6? Oh.
Well, we used to open at 5.
Let's be realistic. No one's ready till 6.
No,
like it's you can get here at 6 in the morning. No, still, somehow, you're not ready till 6.
So where we are in DC too, like Georgetown is like it's a hike for a lot of people because it's not a lot of people living here.
Yeah.
So no one's gonna get out of work and get here at 5 o'clock. So we would have reservations when we first opened at 5, and they wouldn't show up till 6.
Oh, and then it just pushes everything back.
Yeah, just kind of fucked everything up.
Yeah,
like, okay,
that's not good.
Like, we'll open at 6, and then we've never had that problem. Like, we have people who can't find the restaurant sometimes, but it's not the same issue anymore. But yeah, they open at 6, and yeah, it's awesome. Like, this is it. We're training in front of the house. We have 1, 2. Jason. So Jason's kind of like an extra body right now.
Okay.
He's Bar Spero, but we want him to like understand why I do things the way I do and understand our touch and feel. And so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 kitchen, because I work service, and then usually 2 front of the house people, and that's it.
Heard.
So we're starting to push our numbers up a little bit more, but it's just tasting menu, a couple seats at the counter. I mean, we're less than 40 seats. We were trying to do 120 people a night in this space. Like, we have no walk-in.
Yeah, there's no way.
Oh, we did, and it was terrible.
Oh god, yeah. What the fuck are you doing?
We were getting 100.
Steph, come on, man.
Well, how many were you guys doing? Like, Charter Oak was. I mean, how big was?
Dude, that was.
It was huge.
They're doing 600 right now, from what I gather. I'm like, fuck that, dude. It was 350, and it was like, You know what it was? It's not so much like doing the numbers. It's like what the cooks feel like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? After about 3 hours of that busy of a service, like, you need another guy to like step in and have that guy like take a walk.
Yeah. I mean, I worked at a restaurant in Florida where we did like 1,000 covers a night. You're like drinking vodka and smoking a cigarette outside. You're like, what the fuck's going on? Like, you got to go back in and do that all again, like 3 more times.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Between the turns, a cigarette between turns.
Yeah, that's insane. It's but yeah, like no walking. We got a 3-door. we got station fridges.
Yeah.
There's no prep in the back. There's a dish pit. So when we were trying to knock out 120 covers here, it was like the worst.
Was it 4 turns? 3 turns?
Yeah, I mean it was also like staggered through, and it was just like we had the bar where people were eating dinner. It was just
so it was a busy. Yeah.
It was busy, but it wasn't profitable because like we weren't giving like the nights where we were doing like 90 people, and like those were a lot of tasting menus. Like even that, I mean that was fucking rough for like the space that we were running and how we were doing it. But like we can do the same amount of money doing 40 people than like the 90. And it's better because we can manage costs because it's tasting menu and like people like being here. I like being here.
Yeah.
He likes being here.
Yeah, he's
dipping carrots.
Yeah.
Look at him right now.
He's
having a great time.
He's not sweating into them.
No, exactly.
Just like eating staff meal at the same time with his left hand.
Every day.
You know what I mean?
Every day. Nobody stands. Everyone sits down at 4 o'clock.
Oh, that's dope.
You go through your lineup, and
I love that.
And you have to sit down for at least till 4:15, and I usually push it to 4:30. And it's not to like fuck with them. It's like, hey, like if you're not ready for service, like we can all jump in.
We will all help you.
Yeah. Like you have 30 minutes to sit down and relax before we have like a busy night of service. It's probably the only meal some of us eat that day. I'm like, enjoy it. Like let's talk, taste the wine that we're putting on that Marcia's really excited about. But that's always been a huge thing, and that was really instilled with me like at minibar and even like at Mugaritz. Like we had family meal twice a day. But like you can't pour from an empty cup. Like you need something in your stomach. You gotta go. And like if you're standing over a fucking top of a trash can, like it's not healthy. So
my cat would say, you want your car to drive, you got to put gas in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, all right.
Like, I don't care if anybody remembers any of the food that we fucking do here. I hope people remember, like, the culture that we created. Like,
exactly.
It's about the people here. It's not about me. Like, it's the restaurant is its own thing now. Like, it's not here, like, I'm not here to feed my own fucking ego. I want to make sure people, like, we can all pay our bills.
Yeah.
And you have a little bit of extra, and you can feel good about yourself and, like, have relationships outside of this fucking restaurant.
Yeah. And be excited to come to work.
Yeah.
And not be afraid to ask for a day off.
Yeah. Like, we let everybody off for, like, they're like, hey, I got a wedding. I was like, that's cool. Just know, like, soon somebody else is going to need a day off.
Yeah, you're going to have to work 6, and that's fine.
Yeah. Like we're always closed Sunday, Monday.
That's great.
So like
that allows for team building. You get to take them somewhere, ranch, farm, whatever.
Yeah, yeah. You know? It's good. It's dead here on Sunday, Monday. It helps with labor. Like it's what the restaurant should have been, and then I just needed, a pandemic to hit so I could like put the blinders on even tighter and be like, okay, let's just change.
Yeah.
Let's just like these restaurants can make money if you're not. We don't do like foie, caviar, truffle, and all that shit. Like we're smart, and our luxury is defined differently. Like it's in relation with like the fishermen and all that shit.
Yeah.
But we can still do like a really cool fucking restaurant and not have people come here at 6 o'clock in the morning to break open a fucking crab.
Yeah.
We had a dish where we were getting Jonah crab, and they were coming in like 2 hours early every day to pick, and I was like, no, fuck it, I take it off. Like we're not gonna do it. It's not worth it. So.
It's funny, like these realizations that you come to when you finally have a little bit of time to think about it.
Yeah.
And I think it's beneficial for us to just apply that extra time, even though we're at the tail end, I guess, of the. I don't know where we're at in the pandemic, but
we're in a
like
patio,
instead of having that be the thing that like teaches us, let's just make better systems for ourselves.
Yeah, and it was, and I hope like people don't forget that shit. Like I don't like a year from now, I don't want to see like. Not even just our industry, but like the world as a whole, like going back to like, fuck it, let's just go back to the way it was. Like, no, like let's push forward and make this place fucking better.
Yeah,
like, not the restaurant,
exactly.
But the industry. Like,
and let's treat each other nicer.
Yeah,
and let's call people out when they're not treating people nice.
Yeah, exactly.
In the nice way.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I think it's like making sure you have a fucking conversation with those people. Like, this is why this isn't right. Like and nobody wants to have a conversation. Like, just fucking talk about it. Like, and then you understand why. But there's a whole lot I think that needs to change in the industry. Like everyone always says, especially right now, like it's so hard to find good people. I'm like, no, it's hard to find people
good places to work.
Good places to work, and like people that actually like want to train and invest in people. Like,
yes, exactly.
No one's going to come in here and know how we work at Reverie because I don't even know how we work at Reverie.
Yeah,
but
you'd rather take inexperienced people that want to learn. Yeah. It's better than the guy who knows everything and is like, I'll do it this way.
Yeah, that doesn't work here.
Yeah,
because we operate in our own way. Like there's sensibilities that makes it like when you come from another restaurant, you're like, okay, be clean, we do this, but like we touch food this way, we measure this the way, we do this way, like, and that's it. Like we have guys that have never worked in a restaurant before, and they're like the people that I lean on the hardest here now. That's it. They're smart and they're good at what they do and they're detail oriented and they want to be here more than anything, and that means more to me than a fucking 3-page resume of stages. Like who cares? Like it's if you're happy. and you want to be here and you're excited about it. And as soon as you're not, then let's find where you want to go.
Then tell me.
Yeah, and we'll make it work.
Because most times that conversation was so hard to have.
Yeah.
That you didn't want to have it, and then you just stayed somewhere for 2 more years, and you're like, why am I upset?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's like...
Then you get fired.
And I'm good at reading people, and like we can talk. Like my old sous chef Seamus, who's like one of my best friends,